Jai Śrīmad. The following commentary I'm about to give is by Ramanujadasa, Śrīmad Gattu Venugopalaswamy. Chapter 5, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Sloka 10.
Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate nasapapena padmapatram ivambhasa. Om.
Gita Acharya Sri Krishna Paramatma is teaching Karma Sannyasa Yoga to all of us along with Arjuna. Paramatma is saying, Arjuna, if you sprinkle water on a lotus leaf, those droplets cannot dampen the leaf. Any amount of water that falls on that lotus leaf will only roll down but does not dampen that lotus leaf. Similarly, even though you're in this body and in this world, which is filled with so many mundane objects, you will not be soiled by any contamination or sin. In order to be like that, this is how you need to think. You are in this body, you have some indriyas or organs, and Prakriti or nature itself becomes indriyas. Here, the nature is addressed as Brahma. So with this nature, all actions are being performed. That means with indriyas, all actions are being carried out. So now, for all the actions, who is the doer? Prakriti or Brahma. The Prakriti which transformed into indriyas is the doer of all activities. Not only that, but when actions are being done, some fruits arise from it. The fruits also belong to Prakriti. This is how you need to dedicate the doership and the fruits to Brahma, which is Prakriti, and the Indriyas, which is a transformation of Prakriti. While doing this, you have to engage your mind and intellect upon Atma or soul, while keeping this thought process flowing in your mind. Now, even if you keep performing your actions while being in this body and in this world, you will not be tainted by any sin, similar to how a lotus leaf never gets dampened, no matter how much water is poured on it. And Arjuna, even being under the impression that body itself is Atma or soul, is a sin. Now even that sin also won't taint you. This is how Sri Krishna Paramatma is explaining to us how to lead a life in such a way, with the meaningful thought process mentioned earlier, to ensure that we won't be tainted by any papam or sin. While meditating upon Sri Krishna Paramatma's words, and while inculcating that meaningful thought process, let us all repeat Paramatma's words as it is.
Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate na sapapena padmapatramivambhasa.
The entire essence of Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita is given by Sri Krishna Paramatma in chapter 18, Sloka 65 through 70, to do 8 things. Sri Krishna says, I love those who follow these 8 things. I will protect those devotees in all kinds of ways. After listening to all of Bhagavad Gita spoken by Sri Krishna Paramatma, Arjuna says, Karishye vachanam tava, which means, Krishna, I will do as you say. This is why Sri Krishna has bestowed Arjuna all kinds of successes and victories. Let's give Paramatma our vow that we will observe these 8 actions. There is no puja, tapas, or yajna that is greater than giving this word to Paramatma. I will say these 8 vows we should make. You all please think these in your mind and heart. In this way of us giving Sri Krishna our word, let us all visualize Sri Krishna's face, beaming with joy and feel bliss. Jai Śrīmad Narayana. These are our 8 promises. Our first promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, as you instructed, I will always meditate upon and think of you. Our second promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, as you advised, I will always be your devotee. Our third promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, I will perform all my actions as service to you and for your satisfaction. Our fourth promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, as you said to follow, I have great faith that I belong to you, and I will always join my hands together and do namaskaram to you and worship you. Our fifth promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, I recall your words, Mamekam Saranam Vraja, from chapter 18, Sloka 66, that you said to surrender to you alone. Śrīmad Narayana, I surrender to you alone. Our sixth promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, I recall your words, Ma Suchaha, from chapter 18, Sloka 66, that you are giving us reassurance to not grieve. I shall no longer grieve. Our seventh promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, you have graced and blessed us all by delivering Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita for our sake. I promise to read or listen to at least 1 sloka daily. Our eighth promise, O Śrīmad Narayana, you delivered Gita to all humanity. I will try to spread your words in Gita to those devotees that are unfamiliar with Gita. We just made our 8 promises to Paramatma. Giving Śrīmad Narayana our word each day that we will do as he says itself is a great puja. Let's give him our promise with our unshakable faith. O Śrīmad Narayana, I will do as you say, I will behave as you wish, and I will work only for you. Śrīmad Narayana, Karishye Vachanam Tava, which means, Śrīmad Narayana, I will act according to your instructions. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Śrīmad Narayana.
Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate nasapapena padmapatram ivambhasa. Om Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate na sapapena padmapatramivambhasa. Śrīmannārāyana karishye vachanam tava. Sarvam Shri Krishnārpanamastu. Jai Śrīmannārāyana.